In 2022, nearly 258 million people in 58 countries and territories faced acute levels of food insecurity, a jump of about 33% from the previous year, demonstrated the world is widely off the track in achieving its goal of zero hunger by the end of this decade. The 2023 Global Report on Food Crises found a 7-year high in hunger numbers in 2022, up from 193 million people in 53 countries and territories in 2021. It's the fourth consecutive year with rising numbers of people experiencing Phase 3 or above the Integrated Food Security Phase classification, designating their food security situation as serious. The report blames interconnected, mutually reinforcing drivers for the dramatic rise in hunger numbers, namely economic shocks, weather extremes, and conflict, as well as insecurity. Those are further exacerbated by the war in Ukraine and lingering effects of COVID-19. Of the 58 countries measured, 27 countries experienced economic shocks, 19 experienced conflict and insecurity, and 12 suffered from weather extremes, demonstrating the overlapping factors which are making it more difficult to promote food security. Responses are further complicated by the fact that the number of forcibly displaced people in countries facing food crisis is the highest in the history of the report, at 72.8 million. The country with the highest numbers of people in vulnerable categories in 2022 was Nigeria. Of those suffering from the most severe classification, catastrophe, which is also known as famine, more than half were in Somalia. But people in Yemen, South Sudan, Afghanistan, Burkina Faso, and for the first time, Haiti also suffered from famine. The report urged the international community to act early to stave off food crises rather than wait until famine conditions have been reached, since by this stage, lives and futures have already been lost, livelihoods have collapsed, and social networks disrupted, with deleterious impacts on lives of an unborn generation. An increase in food prices was seen in all countries measured by the report, and food price inflation was over 10% in 38 of the 58 countries. United Nations urged the international community to actually address the drivers of food insecurity, such as the war in Ukraine, instead of continually being trapped in a cycle of raising money to feed hungry people only once the situation becomes dire.
কয় বছর ছিল 3 বছর